Hi, and thanks for joining me today. I wanted to talk today about how I focus and stay productive with a business and a family. I'm often asked how I do everything, and I just wanted to preface this chat with the truth that I don't do everything. So, as you probably guessed, I really don't do everything. As much as it's nice for people to think that you do everything and you're superwoman and all that, it's really not true. And there's a lot that I outsource. So I outsource pretty much anything that I'm not good at or don't have time for. That leaves me time to focus on the tasks that only I can do that need me in particular. So whether that's for my business or for my home. So while I outsource a lot, it's also true that I do still plough through a lot of work, and I have a few little tricks for making that happen. So I wanted to share those with you today. I use what's called the three MITs. They're also known as maximum impact tasks. So 3 MITs per day. Now, every evening I sit down and I write down 3 things for the following day that absolutely must be done. 3 things for the home and 3 things for the business, so 6 things in total. If that feels a bit overwhelming, just go for 5, like a week. So just sit down on a Sunday night and write down 5 things that you absolutely have to get done this week. Before Sunday rolls around again, these are your 5 MITs, okay? So if it feels overwhelming to sit down every evening and do 3 for the next day, just look at 5 for a week. So the 3 MITs for my day are things that absolutely must be done. No ifs, no buts. They are tasks that will drive my business forward and keep my home running smoothly. And they aren't necessarily things that I have to do personally. So, for example, with the business, I might have 3 MITs that are bookkeeping, 2 blogs, and warehouse management. So I might have a shipment arriving at the warehouse, and I just don't have time to go to the warehouse and receipt this shipment. So on my MITs for the day, I might write down, get the warehouse manager in, get that shipment receipted. So it's not necessarily me doing it, but I'm making it happen. I'm teeing her up, or I'm teeing someone else up to come in and receipt that shipment. So the 2 blog posts, yeah, they're me. I have to do those. I either have to write them, or it might be scheduling, or it might be doing the graphic for them. So if they are the graphics, then I'll outsource those. So I'll have to email my graphic designer and give her a brief on what I need. And again, that's part of the MIT for the day, though. Part of it is making sure it happens even if I'm not specifically doing it. And then that third one was bookkeeping. So I outsource my bookkeeping. So it doesn't mean I sit down and do the books. It means that I actually need to get the receipts off to the bookkeeper. She can't do her job unless I've done my job. So it has to happen. Now for the home, I have a 1 acre house yard, and when my husband's away, mowing a 1 acre house yard, even with a ride on, is really not a high priority. So my MIT for the day might be to call a garden guy and tee up him to come in and do that, because it's not going to happen otherwise. So it sounds really simple, but only I can make that happen. Okay? Now, a really important aspect of the 3 MITs and to make it successful is to concentrate on one task at a time. So I'm a chronic multitasker. If you've read pretty much anything that I've written about running a business, it will tell you that I will check emails while cooking spaghetti, and I'll feed the baby while teaching math, and I'll multitask pretty much to the end of the world. But when it comes to your 3 MITs, it is vital that you don't multitask. If you don't take away anything else, remember that. You need to unitask these, because you're not going to be able to give it your best, and you're not going to be able to be maximally, it's a word, productive. So this really hit home earlier in the year when I was doing Clutter Rescue's Time Tamer Challenge. I realised as I was going through the challenge how much I multitask, and it may be great for some things, but it's really not good for your MITs. You can't be completely productive, and you can't do your absolute best if you're continually multitasking. So I would suggest switch off your phone, close your email, turn off Facebook, turn off the television, and really focus on the MITs. So for picking your MITs, you need to prioritise. Okay, the most important things only. Everything else can either not be done or be delegated or can wait. You need to prioritise what you need to do today or this week if you're just doing your 5 a week. And you need to have a single focus. Darlings, very important. One thing at a time. And, oh yes, there we go. One task at a time. Really, one task at a time. Okay, so like, yeah, turn your phone off, turn off Facebook, get it done. Okay, ciao.